to Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, as an East Coast guy, you've traveled the globe. You can appreciate the thirst and the passion of these fans.
There's no doubt about it. It lives here in Philadelphia. And how about only a couple of years ago, this team had just won 28 games. Now we're talking about them potentially winning an NBA championship.
They've waited a long time, and now perhaps comes the reward. Won by the Lakers. James to Kyle Kuzma. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge them? Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Embiid. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
For 3, his first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Simmons to Embiid. From the painted area, won't go down. The follow won't go either. Across the timeline comes James. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter.
Right.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
To Embiid. DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Here's LeBron for 2. Can't connect.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was... Oh! He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To James. And look out. Safe to say, notice has been served.
Sometimes things go good. Other times, things go great. Everything going that team's way right now.
Count the bucket for 2.
I know it can be demoralizing for a team not to see the ball go in the bucket, but now that the nightmare has stopped, it's time to pick up the energy.
Here comes the screen. Curling inside. LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. First try at the line, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair.
There it is.
Whoa! What a finish!
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Nothing going here on that drive. James, down low to Cousins. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
DeMarcus Cousins at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 73%. One free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8. Harris to Simmons. DeMarcus Cousins swats it. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. it that time. The follow won't go either. The follow won't go either. Los Angeles, they have it. Kuzma to James. Ben Simmons knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Danny Green. It's LeBron. LeBron James. He's now 4 for 6. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds. With the agilities of a guard, he can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
To Simmons. Nothing going here on that drive. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Going to launch beyond the arc. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Good look that time, but off the mark. That'll be out of bounds. Simmons the last to touch. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 7, JaVale McGee.
To James. LeBron James. With that, he's 5 for 9.
This offseason, I heard so many voices. Even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Richardson. Shot off the mark. Good defense. LeBron with it up top. Up a dozen. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
The assist from
LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. 4-3. Shakes free and hits.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Here's a chance from long range. Now that's a contest.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
And the slam.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Caldwell Pope to James. No good. Horford. Deep right corner. Fires the three. Much needed bucket right there with the three. This game, a long way to go. They're back within 10.
This isn't going to be a rollover game. That's the kind of facial expressions you need from somebody who's ready to fight.
To Kyle Kuzma. Cashes in for 2. Deep three at the buzzer. The first quarter's complete with the Lakers in command. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Yo, I got ball. I got ball.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Harris. LeBron James with a piece. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
James into the front court. They lead it by 14. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Josh Richardson can't connect. It's no good. The follow won't go either. Anthony Davis pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
He engulfed him that time. LeBron into the front court. Minute gone by in this second quarter. To Davis. Caldwell Pope. Gets it in the left corner. From long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Oh, Ben Simmons. Now 4 for 9.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Richardson to Tobias Harris. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Los Angeles Lakers, number 14, Danny Green.
James. Beyond the arc for 3. That's not his range. It's no good. To Richardson. Oh, emphatic slam. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Los Angeles has the basketball. LeBron James wants it. The screen sets him up for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Simmons to Richardson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Josh Richardson, zero hesitation on that one. Buries the 3.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Nothing going here on that drive. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 10, Jared Dudley.
Danny Green. Almost unlucky bounce. Harris to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on a three-point play. 56% for his career. Off the mark at the line.
I got it.
Lakers ball.
I got ball.
Short jumper stays out.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Knocks down the first.
Number 0, Kyle Kuzma.
2 for 2 on that trip. Across the timeline comes James. Lead stands at 10. Here comes the screen. Fires the three. Buries the trifecta.
Crafty Ed. I love the fact that he was able to have the awareness to get his feet behind the three-point line.
Simmons with it. His guys trail by 13. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Here comes the screen. Here's LeBron for 2. Not that time. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Here comes the screen. Chance here for LeBron. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Richardson smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
LeBron with it up top. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Unable to connect on the free throw. Deep 3 at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Lakers dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The 76ers may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Philadelphia 76ers were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
The chosen one is doing everything he can on defense to get the win. He's blocking shots, he's getting steals, and he's setting the tone for his team.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Danny Green to James. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Short jumper off the mark. Simmons with it. The deficit now up to 13. To Richardson. For 3. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Harris to Simmons. Going to launch beyond the arc. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Tobias Harris with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Missed it at the line. LeBron into the front court. Up a dozen. Goes to the left side. 4-3. And it's Harris who's able to clear the rebound. To Simmons. And he'll head to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Ben Simmons, couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. James into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Anthony Davis. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Simmons. A drive, but he can't get it to go. Danny Green to James. Nice pass to set.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Simmons. Here's a chance from long range, and drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
And the finish, slam dunk. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
James to Davis. Anthony Davis. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. He gets it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
LBJ to Davis. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Parker into the front court. His guys down 11. And the Lakers with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining.
To Davis. Anthony Davis. 3 for 6 now.
The versatility of Anthony Davis makes him one of the most special players in the league today. He can score on you with his back to the basket, but if you also leave him open on the perimeter, he's going to knock that down with ease.
LeBron into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Davis. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Anthony Davis lets it fly. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Richardson. To Simmons. JaVale McGee sends it away. Lakers at the controls right now. Stuffs it down with authority. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
James to Davis. From the painted area, won't go down. Simmons into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Ah, tough shot. Hand in his face, he makes them pay. Anthony Davis rejects it. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Los Angeles, they have it. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
James to Davis. And finishes strong. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Into the front court comes Simmons. His guys down big. New blood coming in for both sides. Simmons to Richardson. Fires the three. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Shot from the lane won't go. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Tobias Harris, he's got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. First one goes down. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Across the timeline comes James. His guys hold a commanding lead. Nice pass to set things up.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Kyle Kuzma. Scores from the post. Simmons to Richardson. From long range. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Richardson. Beyond the arc for three. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. It's James controlling the offense. To Davis. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Al Horford going to the line to shoot two.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First try, no good. He missed a pair of free throws. LeBron with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. It's Embiid with the rebound. The feed stolen away. Kuzma to Danny Green. And two for AD.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Joel Embiid with the block. DeMarcus Cousins looking good, 4 for 5.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Horford. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Al Horford is going to get a chance at three here. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Misses the first. And he hits the second. LBJ has it to Davis. Count it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Simmons to Richardson. Danny Green sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
James to Cousins. Oh, emphatic slam.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Simmons to Horford. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Cousins. Al Horford. Huge block. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Nothing going here on that drive. Al Horford swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
James to Davis. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot.
Watch that color.
Here's James for 2. The screen sets him up for 2.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. And he missed the free throw. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers put on a show in a blowout. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The 76ers lost this game long before the final buzzer. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Defense. Player of the game.
LeBron James was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at the upcoming games. For the Philadelphia 76ers, on behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.